News Talk 1150 WGBR. Monday morning, it is December 12th. It is 2011. Thank you for being with us. We welcome to the studio this morning our very own representative out of Raleighwood, Efton Sager.
Good morning, Wayne.
Oh, you too there, sir. Good morning to you. How you doing?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's the Christmas season, and we can feel it. And, of course, I've got part of it with this little cold I've got.
I noticed a little, whatever that is there, a little bit of a cold there.
A little bit of a cold, but, I mean, it's great. I mean, everybody's having parties everywhere and having parades everywhere. Went to Wallace Saturday for a Christmas parade. From there, I didn't know that they had one at Beulaville, so I just trucked on over to Beulaville and paraded there.
You paraded there too, huh?
Paraded there, and the parading caught up with me.
So you ended up with a cold or something.
A little bit of a cold, but I've been fortunate. That's the only one I've had for a while.
What's going on in Raleigh there, sir?
Well, actually, the biggest thing I guess going on in Raleigh is, this coming Thursday, we've got the hearing on the annexation, whether it's constitutional or not, and that'll be heard in the courtroom in Raleigh on Thursday at 9:30. I plan on being there to hear the outcome of that, and basically, from what I can see of the suit, it's strictly whether it's constitutional or not. I mean, and so the courts will decide.
And it'll be settled.
And it'll be settled.
Once and for all.
Once and for all.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully. I mean, there won't be no appeal or nothing like that. But anyhow, it's something that I plan on attending and listen to see what the outcome is.
Okay.
And of course, I mean, everyone knows what my opinion is, so I mean, I won't repeat that anymore.
And this is something that will affect the future annexations across the state.
Sure, it will.
All of North Carolina.
And of course, the whole thing will affect all of the annexations, not just the one in Goldsboro, but all across the state. And we worked hard on this. We tried to come to a consensus about what was fair, and I believe it is. And of course, like I said, constitutionally, we'll find out. And of course, the other thing is not just in Raleigh, but we got all of our legislators that represent Wayne County sitting down at a round table with the principals of Wayne County on Wednesday. And of course, and I know most of their concerns is money, and be happy to listen to them, and of course certainly want to know their concerns, and if we can do anything, we will. And I think that we did a great job this last year, even though education was cut in areas that, and we tried to make sure that money wasn't cut in the classroom, and we've tried to ensure that the general administration and the counties would make sure that they funded as much of that money they could to the classroom. So we'll see, and it'll be interesting to see their concerns. And
some of the critics are saying that you just cut too much, that there's money that's going to be taken away from the students.
Yes,
that's what some of your critics are saying.
Well, I mean, the bad thing, Wayne, is any time that you cut anyone any money at all other than what they've been used to, they're going to be they just don't think they can adjust. And like I said, we all have to adjust in hard times and try to do it with less money. And money don't. One thing I remember back as a county commissioner, we looked at a study across the state, and the amount of money that the local schools get doesn't indicate how well the children are taught. I mean, money don't always necessarily isn't what you need to educate children. I think we've got some great teachers, and they got some tough times. I think the hardest thing they've got is the fact that we've got children coming from homes that don't have much of a home life, and we're expecting our teachers to take care of that along with teaching them the things that they need to be taught. So
it's not easy being a teacher, and we certainly have a high regard
for
it's very tough for teachers.
Tougher for them now than it was years ago. Yeah. And so, I mean, I certainly want to know what we can do, particularly in the areas where we can help that doesn't include money.
At the same time, it's time to tighten the belt.
Sure.
For everybody across the board.
Well, we have to. I mean, like I said, I've said many times, I mean, during our subcommittee, we had joint appropriation subcommittees, and we worked very hard to cut where it would hurt the least. I mean, we knew it was going to hurt. Yeah. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And like I said, if we can do something to help the school system, we've got about 40 people on that education committee as far as the House is concerned. and we got about 15 on the Education Appropriations Committee. And I think Larry Bell, one representative that represents Wayne County, is on the Appropriations as well as the Education Committee. And I'm on the Education Committee, but not on the Appropriation Committee.
All right. The racial equality topic is coming up in Raleigh this week.
Yes, it is, Wayne. And, of course, I was just listening to the news a while ago, and I couldn't quite understand the victims are complaining about this change we made. And to me, I don't understand why, because, I mean, the whole purpose of was that the people get punished properly for the crimes they committed and not allow them to use statistics to overturn a conviction. And that's I don't understand their reasoning, because I'm going to listen to it real closely and see what comes up in court as far as that's concerned.
Of course, now, as you and I have discussed before, the title of this particular topic of this bill seems innocent enough and seems to be headed in the right direction as a good topic. But when you read down into the bill, there's a lot of disturbing information in that bill.
Well, and the thing about it is you can't, I just don't think you can totally, we couldn't delete the bill or amend the bill completely. I mean, it was just some changes were made in the bill to overturn that as far as primarily the statistic part of it. Mm-hmm. And you know, I think that any good, upstanding person in the legislature is concerned about equality, racial equality, sure, and so forth like that. But this thing just goes too far. And, well, 95% or better of the DAs across the state said it needs to be changed, and we need to listen to those folks also. All
right. So today is December 12th. What is on your agenda for this week?
Well, I've got like I said, basically what I've got tonight is a meeting with one of the fire departments, the Grantham Fire Department, and of course, like I said, the meeting I got coming to Wednesday with the school teachers, and then to Raleigh on Thursday morning for the here at the court hearing, mm-hmm, and I've got to get some personal things taken care of too.
Well, you don't have time for that. I'm sorry. All right. Anyone who wants to talk with you about any of the issues, or perhaps they have a problem they wish to discuss with you, how would they contact you?
The best way is always catch me on my cell phone at 919-922-1484. If you're locally and want to call me at home, that's fine. It's 919-735-9458. My state website is efton.sager@ncleg.net.
That's your email address.
That's right. And if you send me an email, please put your phone number where I can make contact back with you, because it's much easier sometimes me pick up a phone and try to address your concern it is to try to answer you and then get another answer back and so forth like that. It's a lot quicker.
Efton.sager@ncleg.net.
That's correct.
And also that ncleg.net is it's a very good and very informative site.
It's a very informative site where you can look up bills, you can look up information, all the things that's happening as far as committee meetings in the legislature, and it's just, if you browse that, you can find out a lot about what's going on in Raleigh.
Great. Efton Sager, representative from Raleigh, here in the studio with us again this morning, and we'll see you next Monday. Thanks a lot.
Looking forward to it.